Hello, I'm going to be presenting my portion of the export of Buad beer to Spain for international business. I'll start off with the executive summary that I worked on. Buad Brewing Company is a medium-sized brewery that was founded in 1986 and is located 30 miles north of New Orleans. They brew more than 210 barrels of beer and over 9,100 barrels of root beer. They currently export to Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Honduras, Italy, and Germany, but they want to expand, and they're expanding into Spain. Now, Spain has shown an increased interest in craft beers. They hold the Barcelona Fest for craft brewers from all over the world. We plan on distributing countrywide. We're going to start with bottled beers and then go to craft beers on tap into their local brews and pubs. We already have an established export program, and adding Spain will increase sales and reputation throughout the world. Products with export potential. Buad specializes in craft beer and hard sodas. With these beers, they bring the culture of South Louisiana. They have a state-of-the-art facility that uses fresh spring water from their Buad springs up the road. They also have no preservatives or additives, and it is cold filtered. They use fresh ingredients from throughout the world, such as hops they get from Germany. They also get hops from England. Export readiness. Buad already has a current knowledge of what it takes to export. Since they already export to Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Honduras, Italy, and Germany, we're aware of laws and regulations. Now, this will receive a good tax benefit when they establish their ICDISC with paying less tax liability. Our current revenue is between $100 and $500 million, and Buad has currently partnered with Enjoy Beer, another brewing association, to get the word out. This will cause Buad to hire more employees and expand their exportation sites, and they will be getting new business partners. Product selection. We chose Spain based on our market factor assessment. Since Spain is part of the European Union, it only requires an export certificate that can be downloaded from the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau website. They're VAT registered and subject to a VAT rate of 20%. Labeling will need to be translated into Spanish, but since they already export to Honduras, it shouldn't be a problem. And they must state the alcohol content on the labeling if it's over 1.2%. And for the final piece, pricing. Their market demand is elastic. We will offer discounts to buyers and suppliers during their festival and holiday times. Since it is a consumable, no warranties or estimates are necessary. Currency fluctuation will be an issue. Planning on selling in native currency, but will add the cost of buying for a contract. Their direct materials are machinery, cleaning materials, labor as operations and office managers. Overhead costs, we have travel, catalogs, videos, and to ship 5 containers from the Port of New Orleans to the Port of Barcelona is between $38.80 and $59.12. The price takes into account how quickly the product goes from point A to point B. And that is my presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Curtis Barazal. I'm going to be presenting the parts I worked on for the group project in Business Administration 3270. First off, I worked on the export motivation worksheet, which gave us the opportunity to figure out that we would be best settled to export a Buad beer to a foreign country. Secondly, I worked on the market factor assessment, which after extensive research, we found that between the 3 countries, Brazil, Spain, and Greece, we did research on demographic physical environment, political environment, competitive environment, economic environment, social cultural environment, legal environment, and market access. product potential, local distribution, and production. After all of this final research, we figured that Spain would be our best country to distribute to. And finally, I worked on terms and procedures. In the terms and procedures, Abita Brewing Company is already exporting to five other countries, so the country's bank does have an international department. This will make it easy for us to make payments as well as receive any foreign transactions being made for the exports to our target country. The payment methods that are available are letters of credit and open accounts. If purchases are being made online, the customers may also pay by credit card. We as a company would like to have open accounts with our customers, and this would also be ideal for all parties. All of our company's acceptable payment methods are acceptable to foreign buyers, and we have already explored credit insurance given the fact that we are exporting our products to other countries. We as a supplier would love to have open accounts with our customers, making it easy for them to place orders with us. This being said, we would be open to loosening our payment terms as relations grow. All sales will be paid in US dollars, which will be acceptable to all buyers in Spain. The payments being made will go through our international department with our company's bank, and all currency differences will be taken into account. Our company will not be selling in the local currency, as we will make all sales in US dollars to distributing partners, and they will distribute to local bars and stores, which will make the sales to the end user in the target market currency.
Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin, and I'm going to go ahead and discuss the 3 sections that I had for the group project. For Part A, I had Section 2, Business and Industry Analysis. Abita Brewing Company belongs to the beverage manufacturing industry. According to the U.S. Small Business Standards, the standard number of employees for the beverage manufacturing industry is 1,250. In this case, the beverage manufacturing industry would be considered a small business. The NAICS code for Abita Brewing Company is 312120. According to the Times-Picayune, not only are beer brewing manufacturers have a potential international growth, but Abita Brewing Company has a potential international growth. Abita Brewing Company is known to produce about 210,000 barrels per year and still has room for growth. Abita is in the process of making a $12 million expansion to their brew house in Louisiana. This will potentially allow them to produce more beer per year and expand their company internationally. One way that the beverage manufacturing industry grows internationally is by other types of people visiting the areas and touring the company. For Part B, I had Section 5, Mode of Entry. I searched a few advantages and disadvantages for direct export and indirect export. 2 advantages for direct export would be you know who your customers are and your potential profits are greater. A few disadvantages are it takes more time, you're held accountable for whatever happens, and it costs more money than you may be able to afford. Some advantages and disadvantages for indirect export would be an advantage would be a risk-free way to begin, demands minimal involvement in the export process, and you have limited liability for product marketing problems. A disadvantage for indirect export would be profits are lower, lose control over your foreign sales, and rarely know who your customers are. Abita does have the financial reserves to adequately research, travel to, and promote the product in the target market. Abita also wants or needs to maintain control over sales, customer service, and customer credit. Abita does have a sufficient resource matrix of international, external staff, and consultants to penetrate the target market. Beer breweries normally distribute beer by putting their beer on the shelves at a local store, restaurant, or neighborhood bar. They sell in the target market by advertising their products to customers and making it available to test it out. Abita would like to have the ability to change price, terms, and conditions. For Part C, I had Section 7, Distribution Partners and Promotion. SGB and Funcaldas, I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce that, are 2 distribution partners we have selected for Spain. The products our distribution partners will already sell are beers, wines, spirits, and liquors, soft drinks, and also mixers. An established sales relationship, our company will have delighted customers. Our customers will be willing to try new things and will never be disappointed in the products that we sell. The types of servicing and or after-sales support capabilities our distribution partner will have will be an email that will get to the customer within 48 hours of purchase, customer service 7 days a week, and an online chat support. The company's U.S. and overseas competitors will have free samples and buy one, get one free as a promotional activity for the target market. SGB and Funcaldas, however, will have tastings, price specials, and free gifts as a promotional activity in the target market.
Hi, my name is John Din, and I'm presenting my presentation for 3270 International Business. I'll start off with our exporting objectives. Our exporting statement is a Abita Brewing Company brews a little piece of New Orleans and every craft beer around the world. Our long-term goals are to increase our sales by 8% annually within the next 5 years, and to receive international recognition of our craft beers. So short-term goals is to begin the exportation process within the next 2 years. Here we have our action plan, and our first is to identify the optimal country for export, and we have chosen Spain. Prepare legal documents and licensure for our company, and that will be done in Q1 of next year. In Q2 of next year, we will inquire local importers and wholesalers to import our beer to Spain. And by the end of next year, we plan to start developing marketing strategies to spread awareness of our craft beers. Here I have a list of advantages and disadvantages of licensing and franchising. We won't be doing licensing and franchising, but the company will be doing foreign direct investment. And some advantages of that is that it is an easy international trade, employment and economic boost internationally, and tax incentives. A few disadvantages are it's a little bit higher cost to start up. We have risk of political changes, and the exchange rates might fluctuate up and down. And for our mode of entry, we will protect our recipes with patents. We will have our team in the company develop their personnel export skills by exporting by foreign direct. We hope to spread our business image around other countries surrounding Spain, and we will set our prices to be competitive to compete with other craft beers already imported into Spain. And a few of our distribution methods. Of course, we'll have customized listings and itineraries, and we will have placements of classified ads or ads in magazines and TV. We will also survey end users on how they enjoyed